And good afternoon. Yes, we're back. We're back for some more flying. This time, not our normal regular routing. Just because a few less of us to do the normal round the world trips we've been doing. Thought we do something in the UK for a change. And Kaos chose the route. Didn't mind where, and also chose the aircraft as well, which is the lovely little Twin Otter that I'm in. And we're flying from Cambridge down to Plymouth this afternoon. Afternoon, Ben. So I'm joined by that there said Kaos, who's over there. Good afternoon, Kaos.
Good afternoon.
So you're in a Twin Otter the same as me then?
Yeah, even though it doesn't look like it.
No, it doesn't look like it according to FS Cloud. But you are in the same livery as well. We both went British Airways.
In the same livery, yes.
So we're both in British Airways livery. And joining us again, who's not in a 737, although it looks like he is Scott. Good afternoon, Scott. And he's in the Avanti. So yes, this is where we are in Cambridge. So we're going to make the trek diagonally all the way down to Plymouth. So crossing over a big chunk of the UK. So it's quite nice to see it as we fly over it. So let's get ready to rumble or taxi, one of the two. So pop inside. We've already set the nav. Turn myself around. The writing you can see in the distance there is traffic global. So lots of planes around us, and we will see lots of planes as we're flying quite close to London. If I can taxi off the grass, that is.
I was going to say if I can get off the grass. Oh yeah, we're moving. Bit of throttle.
Fix the PC. Well, it just blue screened. Where are we going to get to the end of the runway? Okay.
I'm going to drive straight through Scott.
We just click on. Well, looks like we got a back tack. Well, we don't need the whole length of the runway in these planes.
No, you don't need the whole runway.
So I'll just taxi out here. As a taxi is normally an announcement. Yeah, hang on. Welcome aboard the Sims and Stuff Air Service to the UK. Okay. In the seatback pocket in front of you is a next of kin card. Fill out the information so we know what to steal when the pilot crashes. Thank you, Ben.
Steal's a bad word. You need to put it as acquire.
Yeah, borrow. Right. So let's unfeather the props. Make my way out. And let's go. Your controls are not set up for this aircraft. Oh, you could have an interesting time ahead of you then.
You gone? Where are you going?
I am airborne.
You're airborne, okay.
Right, so there's Kaos behind me on the runway.
On my way. God, it's hard to keep steady. It's playing over the control. No. Oh, we're up.
So Cambridge looking rather nice below us. What made you pick Cambridge?
Just pick something a bit different.
D Beams, thank you very much for the follow. Oh, so Scott's frantically now trying to set up his controls for the plane. Vertical speed set a bit high. Vertical speed set at 2,000 feet a minute, and I know this plane's good, but I don't think it's that good.
I got 700 feet a minute.
We'll go 1,000.
I'd be overzealous.
No problem in watching for a few weeks now. You've been lurking, have you? You're a lurker. You're one of those.
We've got a lurker, haven't we?
You're a lurker. But welcome anyway. Oh, I haven't turned all my radio things on or anything. It's like no one will know who I am, where I am, what I'm doing. Such a professional. There we go. A big lurker. Like to fly and watch people. Yeah, a little bit of cloud up here. Hopefully we stay below it. Alright, yeah, Scott's still back there. And Kaos below me and catching up fast by the looks of things.
Yeah, one way down. About 115, 155 knots at the moment. But I'm not climbing as fast as you, so...
Yeah, I got it set at 1,000 now, so...
I'm just past 2,000 feet into cloud. Great.
Yeah, I've got none. I'm at 4,000 feet. It's above me. A lot of aircraft around. So it would be out here, I suppose. I wonder if you can crash into an AI aircraft in the sky. I crashed into one when I was landing.
I wouldn't advise attempting it. No, chav's on a bus somewhere.
Yes, he posted a picture of his chav suit earlier.
Bless.
Right, how's it going, Scott? Have you got control yet? Yeah, it looks like he's airborne. Right, yeah, Scott's behind us then.
Cool.
So here we are on the FS Cloud. So there's Scott, and there's Kaos and myself.
I can see someone called MCO Spotter down. Just going over Bracknell. Oh, it's quite buffety up here.
I'm not too bad, and I'm at 5,000 now.
It's very, very foggy for me up here.
So back the revs off. Put the pop pitch back, and I should have gained a bit of speed. From up there, what's the weather looking like for tomorrow? If you're in this part of the country, I would say it's going to be great.
But it's going to be grey and cloudy, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, he's airborne in the C-90. Oh, quick plane change, was it? See, a lot of aircraft around. Any rain? No, it's fine. You can just go out in shorts and t-shirt tomorrow. You'll be absolutely fine. So that's where we are. So all that traffic then is going to be going into there. Well, there's Luton, so that's where a lot of that's coming in and going out of. So you're going to fly past Luton, and then not too close to Heathrow. So there's Heathrow there, and then past down near Southampton, I suppose. Yeah, close to Exeter Airport, and then down to Plymouth. Okay, that may be a problem then. What, you don't own shorts and t-shirt? because you'll be fine. You know, on my word, just go out in shorts, t-shirt,
flip flops.
Yeah, flip flops. You know, and then make an appointment for a doctor's for the end of the day for when you've got pneumonia.
Mm. No, I'm just coming up on 5,000 feet.
Yeah, we're fine.
And I am just completely surrounded by thick cloud.
Oh. My plane's at a slant again. It could be a rudder pedal recalibration. Joystick. Calibrate. Finito. Done. There we go, that's better. Yeah, I'm under the cloud up here. Right, so there's Kaos over there. Scott's back there. So we're flying reasonably close to, or was just gone past Luton. So I'm guessing those planes are on the ground. Yeah, gate 42. So those planes are on the ground at Luton.
Someone ran about 155 knots ish.
Yeah, I'm just over 160. I can back off a little bit. Yeah, fuel quantity is fine. Yeah, that's a lot of aircraft out there.
And looks like we're going to go fly across your hometown.
Really? Well, I've got a course set slightly to the south, so I think I come close, but Shefford, Leighton Buzzard, Benson, Hungerford. Yeah, just south of it for me. So between Hungerford and Marlborough. And then down just south of Westbury, Warminster. Sort of Mere. That sort of way. And straight over RAF Yeovil. That's not bad. Then come down along the coast for Exmouth, Teignmouth, not far from Torquay. It's not a bad little route. Yeah, I've set a white away point directly at the end of the glide slope for Plymouth, so I've gone just slightly south.
Yeah, mine takes me straight across country.
I could divert via Swindon, I suppose, but I'm sure people are getting fed up with me flying over Swindon.
You take whatever route you fancy.
Yeah, doing about just over 150 now.
Yeah, I was just trying to find two airports where you cross a lot of the UK so you can see it more with your Orbix.
Yeah. And it does look rather nice.
First thing I was going to do was Manchester to Jersey, but I changed my mind.
Yeah, I flew out of Jersey the other week. There's lots of routes around the UK, isn't it? But I thought about sort of heading up to the Shetlands or something like that. I thought that might have been quite interesting.
Yeah, well, I tried to do Kirkwall yesterday, but yeah, that didn't end well.
I was in the Saab.
Yeah. I hit turbulence and it was just all over the place, and then decided to go for a dip.
Ended up in the sea. There's an Air Canada plane in front of me. They're just mocking me, aren't they? Paul, good afternoon. Yeah, Aer Lingus, Air Canada, Thompson, EasyJet, Flybe, JMC Airlines, Ryanair. Right, what altitude are they at? They're at 23,000 feet, 10,000 feet, 36,000 feet, 30,000. Oh, yeah, okay, we shouldn't crash into any of them, hopefully, then. No smoky plane today, then. No, we're all good today. Right, so Scott's behind us.
Oh, I can't see nothing. All I can see is a white bank of cloud all around
Really?
me. Yeah.
I'm underneath the cloud. It's bizarre. We both
Have you got your active sky on?
Yeah, it's on.
That's weird.
It says precipitation, light rain.
No. Hang on. Oh. I can see ground beneath me, but
Well, that's a
very,
plus.
very through the clouds anyway. Yeah, I'll take a picture.
Where are we now? What time's this? Coming up on it's Dunstable down in front of us.
There you go. That's all I can see. Is
Hang on. Wow, yeah, that's Kaos's view. Talk about whiteout. Blimey.
It's a bit cloudy.
A bit.
So if I get lost, it's not my fault.
Yeah, exactly. Don't crash now. You'll land on my house. You can put the kettle on. We'll come down for a cup of tea.
Yep. Land on the road. Ish.
So the detail is brilliant because if you lived here, if you lived on that, the plane's in the way now. If you lived on these sort of estates, you could actually zoom in and find your house. I can. When I fly over Swindon, I can actually see my house. It's just brilliant. All the rows are there. The 3D houses are there. It's just so good.
How's Scott doing back there?
He's still there. The hell's that? A little quarry or something going on there? So that was Dunstable.
I hope this cloud this size is going to die off soon. It's a bit boring otherwise.
Yeah, he's just flying along. He's not been able to see.
Whitewashed the windscreen.
Can't see a thing. Actually, I could divert slightly over Swindon. Let me have see if I can do it into the
That's my current conditions saying.
plan. There's Oxford, there's Swindon. I can just set
Showers.
Oxford, Swindon. There we go.
Cloud extends to 5,400 feet.
If I set a waypoint, place I've been spending a lot of time the last 2 weeks, the hospital, which is there. Add position to flight plan. Bink. Then move that up. Okay, that didn't work. Let's get rid of oh good. That should work now. That's waypoint 2. Hang on, they're wrong way around, that's right. Hang on. Move up. Waypoint 2 to waypoint 1. Oh, there we go. Right, okay. So I change heading now then to 241. That one. Right, there we go. So we should fly over Swindon now.
You change your head a bit. Oh, there he goes. Just going over at Ellsbury at the moment.
Yeah, I'll set the waypoint as a hospital in Swindon. And then go down from there. Oh, it's a bit factory-like. Where's that? It's great. Look at these buildings and think, ooh, that's interesting. What's that down there? Drayton Beauchamp. There was space to park that in the car park. There is. The car park was empty when I left earlier.
Oh, I thought I saw some sky then, but then it went again.
There was a glimmer of hope, was there?
There it was, and then obviously at this sky thought, nope, I'm going to reload big clouds again.
Gaz, good afternoon.
Oh, Gaz. Actually, I'm quite tempted to take Active Sky on and try Global Real Weather and see if that's any different.
Your XP just crashed. Oh. Any other streams today or just this one? Just this one today.
Make a mental note, don't turn off Active Sky in mid-flight, the altitude dropped.
Oh.
So I'm trying to load up FS Global Real Weather and see.
So yeah, there's Aylesbury now, so I'm just flying over. So yeah, so Scott's X-plane crashed, so he's disappeared, so that's one down.
Oh. Great, X-plane's been playing up a bit the last few days.
Any other news on the bus? Nothing. Been no talk about it. Obviously they've been concentrating on the little minibus DLC, the France, which is frantically trying to get all the bugs sorted out of. And yeah, well, it's not going to be this year, obviously. So it's hopefully going to be next year. I think they'll get it ready to preview at the Gamescom. Right, let's turn a bit, get myself on track.
Right, that's a bit better.
Have you got proper weather now?
Global Real Weather on instead.
I haven't
can see
updated
stuff now.
my Active Sky, so whether that might be an issue. It did say it needed an update, but I didn't bother.
Yeah, I haven't updated mine either yet, so.
So this is where we are now. So there's Aylesbury. So heading towards Tame, and then it'll be
bit of rain.
Oxford. Yes, the little minibus is coming to Fernbus, hopefully in the next week. Personally, it's a great little thing, but I wouldn't want to use it on a long journey. I did a journey in tourist bus the other day, typically going to the south of the island, and I don't know whether it's just that modelling. Great for.
It'd probably be alright as an airport shuttle bus.
Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't want to do a long journey in it. It's not designed for that anyway. So. So these people here, these little villages, you imagine them all being now in a nice country pub, tucking into a nice roast dinner.
Well, we're doing that later.
Yeah, but not in a nice country pub.
No, it's not. I don't live in a
country pub,
unfortunately.
If you did, you wouldn't be up here on the PC.
I would. I'd just have one of those barrels brought up.
just have a tap next to the PC. Joystick, tap.
Yeah. That's all you need.
That's it. That's all you need in life.
Happy days.
Yeah. My big bind with Fernbus is having the near plan, but never having more than 20 plus passengers. Yeah, there's not many times I've had more than probably 25 people on any coach. The PC would be down in the bar, says Gaz. Ah, see?
No, bring the bar to the PC.
Golf course down there. How's that down there? Some sort of campsite? Car park for something. What's going on near there? I'm intrigued now. Well, yeah, I think they could increase the number of passengers, but the amount of time you then spend checking them all in, you spend more time doing that than you would do actually driving.
Yeah, but in that part of the simulation, then you're checking in your passengers. I mean, I agree, actually. I mean, if they even had... Because you never get more than, 15, if that?
Yeah.
And half the coach is then empty. Or, 3/4 of the coach is empty, so... I would like to see more passengers in it, personally.
Hello, Liam. Right, heading towards my neck of the woods now, and towards Oxford and Abingdon.
Yeah, it's a bit more realistic now with FS Global or whoever on.
That's Chalgrove Airport down there. Well, you're always driving ridiculously short journeys. That doesn't help with the relative time spent checking in. Well, I do the short journeys so that the YouTube video isn't just me spending an hour on the motorway. Right, so there's Kaos over there. Obviously Scott had issues, so was with us and has now vanished. So now there are two. Thankfully kept under the cloud layer. So not exactly blue sky weather, but that's realistic of what it is actually like here. So coming up on Abingdon soon. Should be over here. Plane doing rather well. On course, holding out at a steady 160.
Yeah, just under 160.
You need to do a stream from northeast of Germany to southwest of France, stopping at each place on the route. I will be doing that exact thing. That is my list of streams to do over Christmas, is to go from the furthest northeast of the map to the southwest of the map. Me and Kaos did one a couple of years ago. We went from north to south, but now the map's got bigger. Is it me or the
front? Yeah.
Is it me or are there a lot of planes around, like gamer tags in the distance? Yeah, that's Traffic Global. So they're real scheduled aircraft, although the schedule is about 2 weeks old, going from location to location. I should be able to pick up a flight schedule from the airport. Heathrow is the last one. So these are flights going in and out of Heathrow. So 2 weeks ago on the Sunday, I'm thinking. And all those flights will be modelled in the sim. And you can actually, as we have done, you can actually follow those flights. So if you were at Heathrow and there's a plane flying to Barcelona, you can actually follow that flight from the minute it started up at the gate of Heathrow. It would taxi, take off, fly to Barcelona, land, taxi, and park at the gate, which is pretty cool. Alright, so there's Didcot below us, so that's where the power station, there you go, they're still modelled here. Didcot Power Station, which is now all houses. So new housing estates over here, which is one of my previous jobs where we used to deliver to on a regular basis. So it's in this whole housing estate sort of develop. And again, Didcot great links to the A34 going north and south, good rail links into London, so becoming quite a prime location, and good motorway links as well, down to the M4 and then into London. Or
and a very expensive place to live as well around Oxford.
Oh yeah. So Wantage is coming up next, which again is one of those little quaint Oxfordshire towns with a market square, and really nice. But just north of Wantage is Grove, the home of a lot of Formula One teams. Williams have got their headquarters in Grove, and I bought a car once just next door to the Williams F1 factory. So that's just up here. So there's Wantage, there's Grove.
Right, I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Okay. See, I think one of the other now defunct F1 teams had a base near the Williams place as well. See, I think there's the Williams factory there. When Williams were a good F1 team, yeah. So yes, there's the town of Wantage with a lovely little market square, and then a short hop up the road here into Grove. Trying to be out, that's the main road out. Market square should be modelled, yeah, there it is. So nice little market square. So the level of detail in this is just stunning. It's just so nice. And then onwards. So now heading for my hometown. Let's turn slightly. So plane doing rather well. Second time we've used this for a decent length of flight. Oh, that's not on either. I haven't turned anything on. Look. Tut, tut, tut. There we go. Yeah, weather's actually pretty much matching what it is out there currently. Not a great day. A little bit of haze. It's got a bit of blue sky appearing. Hopefully it does pick up as we head further south. Let's turn that way a little bit more. Hope we not crash into Kaos because he's around here somewhere. He was. Oh, he's that side on me now. So there's Captain Kaos flying along over on that side. Yeah, plane looking rather nice, especially in this British Airways livery. Downloaded this just for the stream. Looking nice. Don't know how often BA use planes like this. Up in Scotland, I think they use a few little Twin Otters. Never actually flown on a small plane. Something I would like to do. Let's just head further in. Right, so here's the M4 motorway along here. and a rather murky looking Swindon.
I see Swindon to my right.
Yes. So the Honda factory is up here, which is due to be closing next year. So which isn't great. Town centre's over here. I live sort of here. And that's the place where, unfortunately, over the last couple of weeks, I've been spending a lot of time, which is the hospital. So just off the motorway, and there it is. But thankfully, so because I live in here, not too long to drive to go home. But yeah, rather sprawling. And houses being built all the way down to here, to the corner of the motorway junction, and the next development is going to come from here all the way down to this corner of the motorway junction. So it's all going to be houses. I couldn't think of any worse place to live than sort of there, right next to motorway junction and a 70-mile-an-hour dual carriageway. But yeah, there is Swindon. The Magic Roundabout, not quite modelled, which is up there. With the football stadium, actually there where the football stadium is. Football stadium's over there in the distance, and the famous Magic Roundabout is there. And Nationwide Building Society headquarters is there.
That's who has all my mortgage money.
Yeah. And that's where it goes. That's the Nationwide Building Society and Royal Wootton Bassett. That's Rawton, Royal Wootton Bassett, just up here. Right, anyway, we're off course now, so we should turn to 230 and leave the delights of Swindon behind. Wow, Steve's like a tour of Swindon. Yes, and solar farms. Actually, try and get my bearings. That's Rawton. This here, that's the Ebola drome where the Grand Tour was filmed. That's the Isn't Straight just there, and the Ebola drome is there, Old Lady's House, etc. So that's the old the Grand Tour racetrack is there at the old Rawton airfield. I once bought a car. I used to be able to drive down the runway. I once bought a car from a guy that lived on the estate here, and it was a Citroen BX GTI. And he said, "I'll take you for a spin in it." Pulled onto the runway, floored it down the runway. The guy that was with me was frantically trying to put his seatbelt on in the back. Turned around, floored it back the other way. By the time he got down the other end of the runway, I went, "Yeah, I love it." And one of those cars that for the whole time I had it, I think the reserve light was always on. I just couldn't afford to run it. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. And now we head south. So this is where we are now then. It's obviously just leaving Swindon, heading down. So down towards Trowbridge, Westbury, Warminster. And then Castle Kerry.
Not actually fly over my neck of the woods.
I was about to say, yeah, not far from sort of Glastonbury. So just south of Somerton we end up going. So not far from you. And then down into Devon. And then Exmouth, Teignmouth, not far from Torquay and Paignton. And then down to here, turn and land at Plymouth. So plane doing really well, nice steady 160 knots. So yeah, so here we are on FS Cloud.
Yeah, I'll have to try that Zab again properly, I think.
Yeah.
It's a shame if I don't use it, because it is a nice looking plane.
Oh, it's a lovely plane.
I do like this one. I mean, this is, for a twin sort of regional aircraft, it's nice and easy to fly.
Yeah. It's not too slow, it's not too quick. For these sort of flights, it's perfect. I think it's time for a cuppa. Would you like one? I'd love one. I had a coffee at 7 o'clock this morning. And I've had a drink since then. I've got some orange squash by the side of me, but no, that's it.
Oh, I'm actually having a tin of beer because it's dinner time.
That's why I might be going over the shop as soon as I finished here at 3 o'clock.
I always have a couple of tins while I got to cook dinner on a Sunday.
Okay, the Mighties Finch? Yeah, something like that. Anyway, thank you much for the follow. So there's not many people flying in the UK. Guy coming into Liverpool, there's a guy up at Leeds, there's a guy coming across from Dublin, and that's it. A lot of people in Europe flying about down into Portugal.
112 players online.
Yeah. Just us two down here plodding along.
Most of my flights are within Europe. I don't really do a lot in the States.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the flights we've been doing sort of around the world, which hopefully we'll get back to at some point, they've been quite interesting. There's some places, so I still want to do the Birmingham to Fuerteventura flight because I've actually done that. And I haven't done Liverpool to Belfast yet, because I did that last year. So there's a few on the cards I want to do, but with the UK looking this good in True Earth, I just think it's a shame not to be flying over the UK.
Yeah, I say most of the flights I do, I wouldn't really see it anyway. But
Devizes. that's the Cane Hill locks at Devizes there. 17 locks, something like that, in a row.
Something like that.
Going down Cane Hill, there they are. Cane Hill flight, there it is. That's Devizes with a famous brewery in Devizes as well. Did you work out why yes, this plane was so smoky? Yeah, on startup, because I was parked up right next to the grass. It wasn't the fact that it was smoky, it was that it was chucking up all the dust behind me. As soon as I pulled forward onto the hard standing, it was fine. Right, so looking back at this then. Mid-flight. Again, it's just one of those iconic aircraft, the Twin Otter. Flies all over the world, been flying a long time as well. See a lot of them in the Bahamas, a lot of them like up in Scotland, I should imagine up in sort of Scandinavia and stuff, that they're doing these reasonably short haul trips with, how many people can this thing carry? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 passengers.
If anybody's thinking about getting this, I will definitely advise getting it. It is well modelled. You also get a float version and a ski version in the pack. I bought mine when it was on sale. It works out about 16 quid. It was.
Yeah. Oh, it's really well modelled aircraft. And very capable as well. Just don't open the door mid-flight, that wouldn't end well.
And you've got a checklist in the pocket.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. That black folder to your left is a checklist in there.
Oh yeah, it's scary. I know you can change the colour of the interior, that's quite cool. You get an interior decorator come in mid-flight.
Yeah.
So toggle radios, which you can turn on off, toggle checklist, and toggle weights and balances. Oh, that is pretty cool. And you can turn a flashlight on as well so you can see what you're doing. And GTN 750 support. I must look at that GTN 750 at some point, because that replaces the normal panel here with the GTN. So that's going to have to be on my list at some point in the future. So Kaos seems to be steaming ahead of me now.
Speed is about 158.
Okay, perhaps because I took a little bit of a detour, didn't I? So
Let's see Froome down to my right.
So that's where we are now. So there's Trowbridge. Just flying over Westbury. Yeah, then Froome. Between Froome and I do like Warminster. Warminster and Westbury are quite nice places. You're about to enter Somerset.
Ah.
I can get that off the screen. But yeah, the detail on this scenery, especially on a day like this, when actually now coming into blue sky, so clouds are breaking up. So that's Froome. Westbury down behind us. So Westbury, West Wilts Industrial Estate, quite a huge industrial estate there at Westbury. But onwards we go. Yes, I'm about to cross the border into Somerset. So here's where we are in little nav map. That's the route we're taking. So we took off from Cambridge and down. So we're now coming down towards Bruton, Castle Carey, Yeovilton, and then down by Sidmouth, then down through Exmouth. Flood alert for Melksham. Really? Is the river high again? So yeah, Kaos is out in front of me. A few other aircraft. So we can see what airport was picked up this time. Still got showing us Heathrow. So we haven't flown over a major airport yet. So 1,086 flights in and out of Heathrow today. That's a lot of flights coming in and going out. So 520
every 30 seconds, something like that.
559 arrivals, 527 departures. So, wow. You can see all these planes that are off at the same time. So at 10 to 1, at 10 to 2, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 departures all going off at the same time. Or 11 departures and arrivals. So how the hell? We're obviously set every 5 minutes.
And it looks like I'm going to straight over the top of Somerton. So I'm going to miss Glastonbury a little bit. And there we go.
Is looking. What road's that? It's got a major road below us. Bruton. Is that the 303 then? Could be.
303 would be to your left. Yeah, looking rather nice. At times I've been sat in traffic on the 303 heading down to Cornwall thinking, I'm not going to go the motorway way, I'll cut diagonally down, which I would normally do, is cut down and join it at sort of Warminster, and then spend the next 3 hours of my life sat in traffic heading down towards Exeter on the A303 thinking, I'd probably be in Devon now if I'd have gone by the motorway. It's a horrible route.
Yeah. It is. Out of season, it's fine, but we used to go away on the peak 2 weeks, and just everyone tries to get any way they can to get to Cornwall. They used to go down to Plymouth and cut across the bridge at Plymouth and coming into Cornwall that way. Well, it's sort of St Austell, but even that's then busy. You just can't get in.
Well, the trouble is once you get past Exeter on the M5 ends and you're onto the A38, that road can be a nightmare because it's the only one road in and out, really. Unless you go on the A30 and close around the other way. But
Alaska Trucker, good afternoon. Yeah, well, better now that they've dual carriagewayed it, because you used to get held up then at Indian Queens as you went down into Cornwall when it went single carriageway under that stupid low bridge. But they've gone round that now.
I worked in Plymouth for 18 months, travelling up and down every day from Somerset. So.
Oh dear. Plymouth's quite nice as a city centre. Nice having with the Hoe.
Yeah, but they rented me a flat just right down on the. I'm trying to remember what it's called down there in Plymouth now. The where all the bars are on the dock side.
All right, okay.
Yeah, the company I was working with rented me a flat down there, so I did stay in and out a couple of nights.
Sometimes it's
like
like
place in the summer.
I suppose it's like, do you go home and spend an hour in the car, and then at least sleep in your own bed and get up early and go back down again, or do you sit in a flat on your own? It's that balance, isn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad because a lot of guys I worked with were down from Bristol contracting, so they were staying in a hotel. So we used to sort of meet up most of the nights.
Probably then you spend your time in the bar.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It was on expenses, I'm not worried.
Raving Mad Nomad, thank you very much for the follow.
You're going to fit in well here.
Yeah, exactly. You haven't got to be mad to be here, but it helps. Alright, so Kaos is over there. I'm just turning the course slightly to try and get roughly back on track. Where are we now? We are...
Oh, I'm going to go and pop chicken in. Hang on.
Okay. Oh. Kaos is going back to the galley to shove his chicken in the oven. So Somerton down towards Ilchester. So that was the A303 then. Sort of Wincanton. There's Taunton. So we've got to go down here, across Exmouth, down here, and then into Plymouth. So we're getting there. Yeah, True Earth looking pretty awesome. And the plane doing pretty awesome as well. Yeah, still showing flights from Heathrow. So, which is the only thing, again, the Traffic Global having not long been out, it'd be awesome if there was a way of being able to select airports close to you. So if you could go, airports near me, and you can click on an airport and then see. There is a radar, so I can see what planes are around me. None within 30 miles of me now. But it's one of those things that's, where are we? That's an awesome addition, because it makes it look like the way you're flying now, because there's planes in the distance. And if we land at Plymouth and there's planes due to arrive and depart, you'll actually see them taxiing in and taxiing out, which is awesome. So this looks familiar. Why does this look familiar? Is that RAF Yeovilton? Yes, it is. But the UK looks great as scenery anyway. And I think they've done a brilliant job. I really want to get, say, Orbex have just started launching some more of their American stuff. I think Northern California they've done, which is going to be brilliant to be able to fly in bits of the USA. Looks like we've got a bit of turbulence. Trim going wild.
Yeah, so not only on a Sunday do you get flight, you get cooking with Kaos. So any questions you have about cooking a roast dinner, please let me know and I'll be happy to answer them for you.
Yeah, how hot does the oven go in the back of a Twin Otter?
Well, you want it around about 180 degrees. If it's a fan assisted oven, that is. If it's not fan assisted, you want it around about 190.
There we go, cooking with Kaos. Okay, there's a plane there at on the main apron stand. Where is he then? What airport is that? That's 29 miles away from where we are. Is that Exeter then? It could be, yeah, he's at Exeter, I think. Officers from trucking, have a good, yep. Cheers, Paul. Catch you soon. Yes, I think there's a plane on the stand there at Exeter. Which we're going to fly reasonably close to.
I flew out of Exeter a few times in real life. To Malta and Mallorca from there.
Plus for you, it's not too bad to get down there either.
No, it's about 45 minutes. Really nice little airport. Unlike Bristol Airport, you can actually park there in the waiting zone for a couple of hours and it's about £2. Or Bristol Airport say no.
You haven't flown out of Birmingham and Liverpool. Liverpool was great because literally is a long-term car park, 5 minutes walk away from the terminal. So that was brilliant. Booked it all online, turned up at the gate. It recognised your registration as soon as you turned up because you had like an hour's slot from when you could arrive. So it turned up, recognised registration, barrier opened, and then you had to put down obviously what flight you're coming back in on, so that it knew then if you were late and it wasn't your fault, you wouldn't get charged. And then got in the car, put up the barrier, gate opened, and out I went. So
yeah, Exeter is
really
very
easy.
similar. It's literally just across the road from the airport, and it's long stay, I think. Same thing. They take your registration as you go in. It's all prepaid anyway.
Yeah. Obviously, only flew in out of Liverpool because it's on the way to Scotland. I wouldn't normally trek all the way up there just to fly somewhere. Hopefully we're going to try and arrange a group flight, something out of East Midlands next year. There have been some discussions about doing a day trip somewhere, which could be quite amusing, I think. So early morning flight out somewhere, spend a day, and then fly back.
I want to fly maybe to Dublin or something like that.
Yeah. I see water. I can see the sea.
Oh, you're in Dorset. Oh, I'm just on the edge of Dorset.
So that's where I am now. So approaching top of descent, according to this. But I have that set at 20,000 feet, so if I change that.
So you'll be going past Exeter Airport.
There we go, 5,000 feet.
I should probably.
Top of descent's moved now. So yeah, Exeter Airport, I think that's where that plane was, so I'm not far from that. If I was landing at Exeter, I'd be getting ready soon to turn right and light up on the glide slope. So Exeter Airport would be over there somewhere. So I still think we've probably got Heathrow as being, as the airport we last flew over or flew close to. And it's raining now as well. Yeah, we've got rain. There's a Delta Airlines flight coming in. That's at 11,000 feet, 85 miles away. Don't know where he's got off to. EasyJet flight there, 34 miles away on stand 23, so I'm guessing he's at Bristol. So yeah, coming over Axminster, home of the carpets.
A little bit of turbulence here.
Yeah, I've got blue sky. Just on the outside, you can just see the rain. They're really impressed with his plane. The trim just going up and down, up and down, up and down, just trying to keep us in level flight.
Oh, I've just come into rain now.
So yeah, Exeter Airport will be directly over there. So I'll be turning now to line up if I was going to land Exeter, so it'll be over there somewhere. Oh, we've got lightning.
Oh, yeah, so you have. Yeah, so it's a little bit buffety. It's not too bad.
Oh, weather's just reset, and that's got me a bit buffety as well. But yeah, holding 5,000. Yeah, a little bit being blown around, picking up a bit of speed now as well. Sort of 165. I haven't touched the throttles. So I haven't got a tailwind, I've got a bit of a crosswind. Yeah, definitely a bit rainy out there.
Yeah, it looks like it's about a 8 knot westerly wind. Let's see where are we to? 5,000, about 25 knot wind.
Some sort of coastal town down there. Where's that? That's Seaton.
I've been there a couple of times.
Yeah, never been there.
It's not a bad front to walk along, but apart from that, it's a bit of a dump there, to be fair.
Oh god. Oh god.
You're about to go into a storm. Oh. Blimey, that is some turbulence.
Yeah.
Don't get hit by that lightning.
Hopefully we'll be okay and it keeps on track, although we are a bit off course. Just heading slightly.
Yeah, I got rain now, but...
Oh god, that lightning was close. It was all going so well. So the crash site is going to be around Sidmouth. So if the rescue services can make their way to Sidmouth, that'll be great.
I bet you know where the wipers are in this thing.
Just to the right of your throttles, of your fuel mixture.
Oh, right, okay.
Not that they're much use.
I didn't notice that. There's an outside temperature thing above my head. Didn't notice that before. If you look just straight above the sort of visor in front of you, there's a circle in the ceiling.
Oh yeah, outside air temperature.
And it's a temperature gauge. Yeah, I didn't even realise that was there.
Yeah, they are pretty useless as wipers. So
I don't need them now. Straight up.
So there's Sidmouth down below us. And heading now towards Exmouth and Budleigh Salterton. Oh my god, that lightning was close.
I presume that's your active sky, is it? Given your lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've changed over, so I haven't got any lightning in at the moment.
Ooh, my giddy aunt. Just got to make sure the autopilot stays on.
I'm just coming over the outskirts of Exeter now.
Yeah, you're a bit further north than me, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're up there. Yeah,
I've got rain, but turbulence ain't too bad here.
I'm just coming over Exmouth. And then it'll be Teignmouth.
Extra airport behind me.
Oh my god, that's rough. So 35 miles to destination. Once I get the other side of here, I might think about descending a little bit. It's the place with the... Where am I thinking of? Where's the bridge that takes you? I think it's further down. Torquay way, isn't it? I stayed there once. Must be Teignmouth. Teignmouth.
Heading
I stayed at a campsite. And that's it, yeah, because you've got a little bridge that goes across there. A really nice bit of the country. I only stayed there once for a few nights in a campsite the other side of the bridge, and then drove around into Teignmouth. They got a nice good old fashioned pier at Teignmouth that took old like 2 P's and 1 P's. It was great.
Oh, I've got heavy rain coming down now. And then I'm going to change heading now to...
Yeah, rain stopped for me now. I'll turn my wipers off.
Breeze.
Yeah, I'm roughly still on heading that I wanted.
Yeah,
and then
I'm
the rain
just changing
starts
my
up again.
heading now.
So that's Dawlish below us.
Yeah, definitely coming into heavy rain now.
So we've got Newton Abbot up here, which is the new bit of the dual carriageway now. When you're going down into Torquay, you used to have to, at Newton Abbot, it went all single carriageway going through King Kerswell, and it's now dual carriageway all the way. It's just so nice. So you've got Newton Abbot Racecourse, and you've got a huge Trago Mills near Newton Abbot. Alright, so I'm going to change my heading slightly. And then I'm going to start descending. I'll go down to 2,500 feet. And back the speed off a bit. A lot. Right, this is where I am now. So Newton Abbott's there. So this is what I've got set as a waypoint at the end of the glide slope to Plymouth. So I should come down here and then turn on to runway heading, which will be 304. And that should take straight in. In theory. And descending down. Hopefully. To 2,500 feet. There we go. So I'm there. Kaos is over there. Definitely a bit bumpy.
Dropping down to 4,000 feet for a minute.
Flight up there in front of us from Cyprus Turkish Airlines. At 35,000 feet. Yeah, definitely looking a bit rough. So I've backed the speed off. I'm going to make up a little bit now actually. It's actually struggling to descend because of the rough weather.
Yeah.
Right, what altitude is the airport at? It's at 475 feet. So I bring that down to 2,000 feet. Looking a bit rough. Oh god, that was close lightning. So not long now before we're going to have to turn. So that's where we both are. So just going past level with Torquay, which should be over there. There we go.
4 degrees.
Torquay and Goodrington. And then Brixham around there on the corner.
Just bring me altitude down slowly.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting landing, I think, with this weather. So just flying over Totnes now, which is one of those really oldie worldy towns with a lovely little castle at the top of a high street, which looks really nice. You can do a river cruise. You can do a cruise from I've got the steam train from Goodrington down to King Kerswell. King Kerswell? I can't remember, isn't where it goes. Kingsbridge. And then you get the boat up to Kingsbridge to Totnes, and then you get a bus back to Goodrington. Really nice sort of round trip that. Right, there's Kaos in front of me. So we're descending down through 2,500. I will bring the speed back. Just waiting to make a right turn onto runway heading.
Which I think is 304 degrees.
Yeah. So the airport's going to be over here somewhere. I think if I remember, I took off from Plymouth once on my trip around the UK, and it is literally just an airport. It looks like in the middle of a housing estate. So it could be an interesting one.
I was going to say, what's the worst that could happen? Well, we all know that.
2 planes crashing at Plymouth Airport, I think is the worst that's going to happen.
Right, I'm going to turn on the runway heading now.
Well, I'm not quite at that point yet, so you're going to cut across in front of me now. Or we're both going to land really closely together. Oh crap, I'm nearly at stall speed. Right, it looks like you should just about make it in front of me.
To adjust me heading a bit. Too far over.
So there's Kaos going in front of me.
Bring the speed down.
Right, just waiting now to turn onto runway heading, which I should do any second. I reckon about now. So it's not quite lined up, so I turned a little bit too early actually.
Yeah, it's just getting that turn right.
Yeah.
It should be on the glide scope now, so. That's 1,000 feet, about 90 knots at the moment.
Okay. I have the runway in sight. Okay. I had the runway in sight. There it is. On top of the hill.
It is indeed.
Don't need to slow it down, so I'm catching you up.
Yeah, we're doing about 90 knots, mine, so.
Can't see. Right, there's the runway there. Yeah, I'm doing 90. Ascending down slowly to about 1,000 feet. It didn't take as long as you thought. You thought hour and 55 minutes was going to be the flight.
Yeah, according to the nav map, it said, but it's been quite a good time, actually.
Yeah. So again, if you're watching this live, there will be another flight on Wednesday evening. That's going to be the next stream from me, or currently anyway.
Stems and flaps.
There we go. So lining up with the runway. Absolutely peeing down the rain.
Yeah. Autopilot is off. Ooh, bit of left rudder.
Yep. AP is off.
Oh, that was bumpy.
Was that
that was definitely bumpy.
Was that a bit of a challenging landing?
Yeah, it was a little bit. But it's cool. We're down sort of. Put it this way, I wouldn't have liked to have been on that flight. It should be somewhere to park over by radar thingy.
In we come. Oh, going long and slightly off the runway. Acceptable. I don't know if this is a taxiway or not, but
I'll just put up over here.
acceptable. Someone just got 75 points for their landing.
It certainly wasn't me.
No. I don't think this is an official taxiway I'm actually on, but okay.
Yeah, I do. Brakes on. Let's shut the engines down. And if there's any victims left on board, they can get off.
You haven't got a thing to open the doors on this, is there? There we go. Oh, slightly blocking the taxiway there, but in thundery conditions, we made it all the way from Cambridge down to Plymouth. It's actually a really enjoyable flight.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's got tarmac on it. Exactly, Larwood. Yeah, it's got tarmac on it. Well, we took off on grass, so that doesn't really matter. So yeah, thank you, Kaos, for suggesting the route and for joining. I enjoyed that. And thank you to Raving Mad Nomad, the Mighty Hench, and D-Beams for following, and for everybody chatting in chat. So that's it from me at the moment. Next planned stream is going to be Wednesday night. Hopefully back with some more flying. No idea what yet. And then back to normal streaming schedule next weekend, where we'll do some trucking. Either Friday or Saturday night. Hi the Hillsman, we're just about to go. So there we go. So thank you. Oh, and my score's about to come up. Has it not come up? No.
Yours has come up. Yours is 20 points.
Oh, that's not bad.
I must have missed mine.
Yeah. Right, so thank you, Kaos, and we'll catch you soon for some flying.
Indeed.
And everybody else, enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon, and we'll catch you on Wednesday. Say goodbye, Kaos.
Goodbye, Chaos.